Hello all you beautiful people, I hope you have had or are having a fantastic day. If you're new around here, welcome. My name is Salim, the teenager who talks about teenage stuff because there simply isn't enough of it on the internet. If you guys are new around here, I'd appreciate it so much if you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, really helps support the channel. If you guys missed it in the last video, Salim Bar on TikTok, follow me on there for any behind the scenes stuff and other shenanigans that you don't get to see on YouTube. I've gotten quite a few questions either in my DMs or from my friends like, Salim, how are you okay with putting yourself out there on YouTube? Aren't you scared? Aren't you worried that people are gonna judge you? From that, I'm presuming that a lot of people think I'm confident, which, thank you, I'm flattered, but I thought I'd share a couple of the tips, a couple of things that I've done throughout the past few years that have helped me build up my confidence and, just help me have a more positive outlook on life. Being confident is super important, either as a student or later in your life. Being confident is the key to opening up a world of opportunity. You're going to have a much more positive outlook on life. You're going to be happier yourself. And of course, your social interactions are going to take a turn for the best. Take that as you will, but all the dudes out there, I'm looking at you. Let's get right into it with the first thing being that some people are just naturally confident. And it's kind of unfair. So yes, confidence is something that can be worked on, but some people just have it, Have you ever noticed those kids in school that just seem to have this unbelievable banter with the teachers or don't really give too much of a crap about what's going on, not a care in the world? They're happy, they're super, and you're like, damn, I want to be like that. I doubt these kids have gone through confidence classes or whatever else exists out there. It's just a natural part of their personality. Some people have it, some people don't. From looking at myself and from looking at others around me, I've noticed that it's more so the overthinkers that tend to not have this sense of natural confidence. We tend to think like, oh my God, what will happen if I do this, rather than just going for it and seeing what the outcome will be. That was definitely me. I was 100% one of those overthinkers, and I always thought about like, no, what will happen if it goes wrong instead of what will happen if it goes right. That's what I'm going to teach you in today's video. Moving on, we have confidence comes in baby steps. I need you guys to think of your end goal. Think of what you want to achieve by the end of this. And then I need to break it down into steps, because you're not going to go from being that kid playing World of Warcraft in your room to being Dan Bilzerian. Okay, that was probably a bad example. You're definitely not going to go from being that kid in your room to being the beacon of confidence that everyone aspires to be. It all happens in baby steps. It's a process, and you gotta appreciate that process. If you just want to be able to talk to more people on the street randomly and you don't want to feel that sense of utter disparity and discomfort that comes along with when you're in an awkward situation, then you gotta break it down. Start by asking people what the time is. Maybe move on to start asking about directions. Then talk about, your area. Where can I grab the best cup of coffee? Where can I grab the best sandwich? And then maybe ask about their day. How is their day going? You gotta break it down into steps. Whatever makes you feel comfortable at first, you gotta stick to that. Once you've mastered that, you gotta stretch your comfort zone a little bit. Move on to that next step. It's like progressive overload in the gym. You can't stay stagnant, because you won't see progress. Random acts of kindness can be a great way to practice this. So go give someone a flower, go make someone's day. Trust me on this one, guys, it's much better to take it in steps rather than taking one huge leap, then being set back and discouraged. It'll set you off track for a very long time. That being said, I want to talk about failure, and I want to let you guys know that failure is okay, because failure is a sign of success. If you ever experience a setback in your journey to become the most confident person on planet Earth, then that is very good, because that means you're actually doing something. If you never experience a setback, if you never experience failure, well, that means you're sitting on your ass and not doing anything about your confidence. You gotta be willing to take those next steps. You gotta be willing to put yourself in those uncomfortable situations in order to stretch your horizons. If you get set back, that's okay, because ironically, in this case, failure is a good thing. Now that I've told you that failure is a good thing, I'm gonna tell you one more thing that might baffle you. Turn negativity into positivity. Usually a barrier between you and doing whatever you aspire to do is worrying about what your friends will say, worrying about what other people will think, worrying about the negative outcome and the negative feedback that you'll receive. I'm here to tell you that if you're receiving negativity, you're doing something right. Usually it's the people who are the most insecure about their confidence in themselves that are going to pick on you, that are going to make you feel like crap, and they're going to try and drag you down. Don't let that happen. You gotta make those life gains, baby. Hate and negativity are the biggest motivators that there are. So be like me. Every time you receive a piece of hate, it may be a comment, it might be a video. Yes, I've received those too. Save them and store them in the folder. And on that note, if you ever do send a piece of hate or a video message, just know that you're saved on my laptop and you're what's pushing me, so thank you. Number 5, we're gonna be talking about the spotlight effect. Oh yes, the good old spotlight effect. What is the spotlight effect, you might be asking? Well, it's an illusion. It's an illusion that we think we have a permanent spotlight on ourselves and that everyone is out there noticing our imperfections, noticing our insecurities. Now, what if I told you that everyone experiences the spotlight effect? Well, if everyone's experiencing the spotlight effect at the same time, then doesn't it cancel out? Isn't a spotlight tend to, accentuate something, make something more obvious? If everyone's got a spotlight on them, nobody's obvious. Nobody gives a crap, my dude. People are much too concerned with their own lives to give a rat's ass about what's going on in yours. So why not do it? Take that shot, take that opportunity. It might be your next big break. Just remember, people are a lot less interested in what you're doing than you might think. I know it sounds harsh. I know it's like, oh my God, people don't care about me. Well, it takes time for people to start caring about you. So for the meantime, do what you like, do what you're passionate about, and just pursue it. This brings me on to number 6, insecurities. A lot of the time, what's preventing us from being confident, from showing our true selves, is that we're insecure about a lot of things. And that, again, this goes with the spotlight effect. We think that other people care. You think Janice across the street or Chad that you met in the gym doesn't have their insecurities. Chad probably thinks that his arm's a little bit too small, even though they're massive tree trunks, and Janice probably thinks that she doesn't have a slim enough waist, even though she'd be looking damn fine. You see what I mean? When you look at someone, you don't notice their insecurities, they're the exact same. They don't care, my guy. And if you are really insecure about something, you need to start taking action. You need to start tackling it. And this is where the main point comes in. If some of those insecurities are really making you feel like crap and they're controllable, well, why not take control? Start working out, start trying to lose that weight, start doing something to make you feel more confident. And trust me, once you start taking care of your insecurities, your confidence is gonna come shining through because you're gonna be able to present yourself in a more positive light, in a more positive manner. You gotta tackle those insecurities head on and start making a change in your life in order to see your confidence shine through. Next up, number 7, we have a little bit of an unconventional tip, which is sometimes you just gotta put on a mask, a different personality. Now, I'm not saying to be superficial or to be fake, but I think that the quote, fake it till you make it, really does apply here. People aren't gonna notice whether you're faking being confident or whether you're actually confident. So if you can fake confidence, I know that sounds kind of weird, but I'll give you guys an example in just a second, trust me. If you can fake confidence for a little while until you start to develop it for real, that's probably a good idea. That example I was talking about, you think this is the way I present myself and talk to my mates? Of course it isn't, because if I did, then I'd probably be dead by midday because I wouldn't have the energy. Right now I'm being more engaging. I have more energy when I'm presenting because it's a way to get you guys motivated, it's a way to put you in a positive mindset, and it's a way to actually get you guys listening to what I'm saying. You see how it can be beneficial to sometimes put on a little bit of a mask, put on a little bit more of a confident personality. And guys, by the way, sometimes I let my YouTuber bit side come out of me in real life interaction, just so you know, have a little bit of a laugh or spice up a conversation. Find your confident personality and just learn how to switch it on. It's like a super suit.
Honey! What? Where's my super suit?
And the last little tip that I have is for you students out there, make sure you join a club because this is how you meet new people. And if you want to take it a step further, make sure that club involves some sort of public speaking. TEDx for students, Model United Nations, they're great options for you guys. I attribute a lot of the confidence that I've gained over the years to my experience in MUN. I've had to go and make new friends. I've had to be put in uncomfortable situations just due to the nature of MUN, but that's what forms amazing, confident individuals. So if you guys are students or university students or whatever, there are MUNs for just normal people out there. Make sure you participate in them. It's a great way to build up your confidence. Anyways, guys, that is going to be about it for today's video. I hope you took away something. I hope you learned something new. Start taking on your insecurities head on. Trust me, you'll have a much better outlook on life. If you did enjoy today's video, guys, I'd appreciate it so much if you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turned on your post notifications. I'd appreciate it massively. Anyways, guys, have a fantastic week ahead of you. I hope you had a restful weekend, and I will see all of you later.